But, someone was interviewing me the other day. I just announced, I started out early on when I was 11 years old. I had people come to my house on Thanksgiving. We had no money and no food. No food. We had crackers and peanut butter. That's what we would have had. But, Thanksgiving, everybody's having a big feast, so it really makes it pretty daunting. And my parents were saying things to each other that you can never take back. And I have a younger brother, 5 years younger sister, 7 years younger, and I'm trying to make sure they don't hear this. And this knock comes to the door, and I open the door, and there's this tall guy holding 2 giant bags of groceries. And then on the floor, on the ground, he had this uncooked frozen turkey in a pan that he'd obviously carried up there first. And he said, "Is your father home?" And I'm like, "Just one moment," right? And so I run to get my dad. They're screaming at each other. I said, "The door's for you." He goes, "You answer it." I said, "I answered. He has to speak to you." "Who is it?" "I don't know." And I'm just this little boy, right, 11 years old, just like waiting to see his face, thinking it's going to be the happiest moment in our lives. And my dad opened the door, and he was not a happy man. He said, "We don't take charity." And he just went to slam the door in the guy's face. And the guy had, leaned in slightly, so it hit his shoulder and bounced off. And that made my dad even more frustrated. And he said, sir. I said, "I'm just the delivery guy. Everybody has tough times, and somebody knows you're having tough times, and they want you to have a great Thanksgiving with your family." And my father said, "We don't take charity," and went to do it again. And this time the guy, because he leaned in, his foot now got there, and his foot hit the door, and it bounced open. My dad's getting madder. And then the guy saw my father and saw me. And he said something. I thought my father was going to punch him in the face. He said, "Sir," he said, "don't make your family suffer because of your ego." And I could still see the veins on the side of my father's face, neck. I thought for sure he was going to punch him. And he took the food, didn't say anything, threw it on the table, and slammed the door, and never said thank you.